Here we go. The 151.
You're tuned into the show
that
Johnson
informs,
on the
improves, and inspires racers everywhere.
the Northwest Race Report. And now, here are your horsepower
Here we
and
go.
performance
C-Main
hosts, Terry
underway.
Bridges and Glenn Lippy Tower.
C-Main underway. Duke Johnson, your leader. And he is rolling it. Ooh, the 03 machine. Levi Jones having some problems. Caldwell from dead, almost dead last. In the 7th spot up to 3rd. Hamas hanging on to the 2nd spot. Caldwell going to go up top. Chase Hill now up to the 5th spot. Caldwell working that outside groove, trying to find a way around Hamas. Top 4 go. Borden is on the bubble. Hill is 1 out. Oh, Hill underneath Borden. Does he get it? Oh, we got a mess here. Hamas almost caused a grief there as he looks like he just stalled on the racetrack. The yellow is out. So Hamas had problems. I don't know what happened. It looked like the car just died. And everybody gets around cleanly. Caldwell, 7 start to C-Main. Caldwell showing up late after winning Red Bluff. He is in the 2nd spot. Chase Hill also making the long drive. He is 3rd. Borden, who fought into trouble all day, maybe got a lap. He is sitting on the bubble in the 4th spot. 4 are going to go. The rest are going to roll. Roll home. The 8 JR, Brian McCann Jr., he is sitting in the 5th spot. So right now, the Borden crew biting their nails. See if he can hang on. That's all he's got to do is get the 4th spot, and he moves on. Here's Hamas. Back out. He'll join the field at the rear. He started on the outside of the front row in the C-Main. So Johnson setting the pace. Been doing what he's got to do. Clean on the restarts. Let's see what happens here. Johnson brings him down. Here we go. We're green. Caldwell with a good start. He's going to go to the bottom. Can't stick it. He is 2nd. Hill is 3rd. Borden is 4th. McCann Jr. 5th. Really, there's no sense to push it if there isn't heat on you. All you got to do is get in. "12 laps, C-Main." So there is some urgency there, but not a... Oh, nice move. Caldwell to the bottom of Duke Johnson in turn 1. New leader, Jesse Caldwell. Oh, McCann gets Borden. That is the bubble spot right there. And Borden may not have much time. So McCann Jr., as of right now, is in. He's on the bubble. Levi Jones is 6th. Caldwell just rolling the wheels off of it. There it is. Caldwell, Duke Johnson, Chase Hill, and McCann move on. Borden, Levi Jones are loading up. Bummer. That's a tough break for Borden. But it puts a Band-Aid and stops the bleeding for that team for sure. So Caldwell now Looks like he may be the guy. Christian Osborne was ripper yesterday. And had you asked me today, I would have said he's still got a great chance. But then you throw McCann Jr., Hill, and Caldwell in the mix, and it sort of changes things up. You got Johnny Burke. They blew a motor yesterday in late practice. So it's unknown to me whether or not he's even going to make it. So we'll have to wait and see. Pee-wees coming out next for their main event. 20 laps is what the Pee-wees are going. Taylor Fuller in the 13F, part of the Speed City team from Medford. Great-looking new kart shop, folks. Be sure you check them out. Tanner Gentry, the 3G, is on the outside of the first row. Row number 2 will be the 54 of Jeremy Long and the 19 of Drew Barry. Row 3, the 6A of Keegan Asher and the 73 of Bo Smith. Row number 4 will be Danner Myers in the 13 and Xander Coach in the 68. Matty Ferrando. Starts on the inside of the 5th row in the 24. Mia Smith in the 88 on the outside. And row number 6 will be Patrick Battaglia and Rayston Myers. That is your Pee-wee main event going 20 laps. And, wow, hang on to your hats, folks. This is going to be like a Mexican hat dance, I'll bet. Those tuning in live, let's see who's in there. Scott Keeney. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. All right, so they're getting them all lined up. Takes a little while for the youngsters. They're just learning, and we want them to. That's the future of the sport sitting right there. Boy, this is a toss-up. I don't know. Jeremy Long was good yesterday. Drew Barry was as well. Gentry ran good. Fuller's there. Danner Myers. Woo. It's going to be, we're going to have to see. The 6A of Asher ran well. Flip a coin. Pick your favorite, though. Yell, scream, holler, wave your hats, whatever you got to do. Up and get to the front. $250s and $500s paying $1G of cold hard cash today. That's pretty awesome. Fly Racing, Oregon Outlaws, Speed Shop, Schofield's Karts and Parts, Team 64M, and Dean's Mobile Repair. Making that happen, along with Hampton Inns, Shiloh Inns. Got to stay there last night. Nice place. O'Hagan's Kart Supply, Falk Ambulance Service, just a lot of great sponsors. Les Schwab Tires, CC Motorsports, they're just all awesome, helping bring racing right here to Salem Speedway each and every weekend. Don't forget on the 26th, if you haven't seen them, they are the bomb. The Northwest Ford Focus Midgets will be here, and they've got a stacked field of even Steven cars. So you're going to see some driving because it's all on the driver and all on getting them set up. Good stuff. Northwest Ford Focus Midgets, they'll be here November 26th. Don't want to miss that. Next weekend we're here. Speedway Karts are back we go back to a normal show. They'll invade the indoor speedway here at the fairgrounds. Speedway Karts run the day show. The flat track motorcycles take over in the evening, and it's a great show. Your pit pass covers you for both events. How awesome is that? So if you want to see some great racing next weekend, and here we go. So Taylor Fuller will be leading them down along with Tanner Gentry in the 3G. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going to do a double lineup. I guess it takes twice. Well, you almost need to line them up as soon as they come off a four, wave the green. Otherwise, you could be here for a while. $20 laps. All right, so the C main for the Open Outlaws has been set. Caldwell, Duke Johnson, Brian McCann Jr., Chase Hill, all moving on to the B. All right, so we're going to get them lined up here. I'm thinking. I'm hoping. Oh, pow. Oops. That was the brakes. He was. Okay. Third time's a charm. And if you're looking for the best in photos, Doc's Photos. He is the guy. He'll shoot anything within a 1 day's ride on horseback. That's good old Doc. Doc'sPhotos.com. Check him out. He is the official photographer here at the Salem Speedway. All right, we're green this time. And we are going. And it is Taylor Fuller the 13 of Dawson. Danner Myers just killing it. Oh, no, what are we doing? Yellow's out. We got the 73 of Bo Smith in a mess. Wow. It almost looked like some of them thought they were racing, some of them didn't. So we're waiting for scoring to. Boy, I don't envy those folks there right now. $250 main event. Grid is open, and you can start gridding up now. Box stock, you as well. Should be thinking about putting your final touches on and making your way to the grid. Open B main, stand by. So scoring's getting things figured out here. So it looks like it's going to be the 13. Danner Myers there. Drew Barry in the second spot. It does. Asher will start third. And they are green. Asher's third. Alona Wingham fourth. Then there's Long in the fifth spot. Jeremy Long. Asher working lap traffic. Boy, what happened to Taylor Fuller? Kind of faded back a bit. Oh, Asher gets in. Oh, boy, we got Asher on two wheels. He's back down, underway. But Bo Smith involved. Looks like Wiggingham involved. Taylor Fuller involved. And, yes. There we go. We're rolling back again. Well, we'll see there. There is Jerry Fonfara in the 8-8. And they're taking them. I don't know what's going on. More in a moment. Not sure what's going on there. Fly Racing, Oregon Outlaw Speed Shop, Schofield's Karts and Parts, Team 64M, and Dean's Mobile Repair, helping bring this great action to the Salem Speedway. You're putting up money or prizes. Always pretty cool to have them on board. So the Pee-wees are getting a little talking to, I do believe. I don't know what's being said, but rest assured they're getting a little talking to. So in the meantime, we're going to move on to the 250. Main event. Your pole sitter. And he's been mighty good. Is Lane Taylor in the 4L. Joining him on the outside of the front row from Mary's. Marysville, California. That's Dawson Hamas in the 55D. The 33T is Tyler Dreher. He's on the inside. The second row, Bradley Lynn, the 3L. Started on the outside. from Belfair, Washington. The 9 is Reese Slider from K Falls. He starts on the inside of the 4th row. And Carter Murphy from West Richland, Washington in the 8 machine. Row number 4, Zach Telford in the 17Z. And McLean Bedoin in the 17. Row number 5 will be Kyle Rolls in the 02 and the 48 of Grace Osborne. Row 6, Trinity Pendley, T-Money in the 47T, and Mackenzie Lockhart, the 29. Carter Patterson in the 47, starts on the inside of the 7th row, and 48C, Custon Jones. Devin Felix in the 120, and Brendan Bartlett in the 25B. Start on that 8th row. 250s. Hey, baby, this is for a cool G. That's right, a grand. So it's going to be game on from here on out. Here we go. We're green. 250s underway for $1,000. Look at Lynn. He's making the move, trying to get by Drever for 3rd. The 4L Taylor Hamas won too early. So it's Taylor, Hamas, Drever, Lynn, and the 9 of Slider. Oh, Penley. Hang on, Slider and Lynn getting together just a bit off of turn number 2. Carter Murphy in the 8, hanging tough. He's in the 6th spot. Oh, he gets too high. Penley gets by. Bedoin gets by. And Telford is trying to. Does. So Murphy loses 3 spots just like that on one mistake. Patterson appears to be off. He's rolling, but he's a little bit off the base. Here comes Lane Taylor already. Has caught the field. The tail end of it. And Patterson's going to be his first victim. Lynn, still Hamas in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Drever. 4th is Lynn. But Bradley Lynn might be on the move. He's closed that gap on Drever. Oh, there goes Lynn. He's trying it on Drever. That's for 3rd. Penley 6th. Bedoin is 8th. 9th will be Felix. Devin Felix. So he's made his way up quite a bit from the 16th starting spot. Boy, Lane Taylor is, oh, we got a mess. Carter Murphy. Drever spins to avoid him. But Carter Murphy spun right just past the middle of turns 3 and 4 up high. So the lower groove is clear. Everybody gets under or gets by okay. But wow. But your leader's Lane Taylor in the 4L. Dustin Hamas is in the 2nd spot. Now, I don't know. Drever spun to avoid that, so I don't know how that works, if he gets his spot back or not. I would think he would, but we'll have to wait and see. Bradley Lynn right there was knocking on Drever's door for that 3rd spot. And a good roll for the 48 of Grace Osborne. She's right there. I think. I don't know what's going on there, but she's rolling to the back. I'm not sure what that's all about. So it's Taylor, Hamas, Bradley Lynn. So they are putting Drever to the back. because he spun to avoid that wreck. Wow, tough break for the 33T. That's a shame. Wasn't involved, but was. So that puts him clear back to 14th spot. Oh, boy. 25-lap main event for $1,000 to win. Any other time, Drever's going, I'll be all right. I'll try to do it. But, man, with $1,000 on the line, some urgency here now. Got to keep us cool. Taylor, Hamas, Bradley Lynn. Look at that. Patterson sitting in the 4th spot. Here we go. We're green, but he's a lap down, I do believe. It's Slider in 4th. 5th is Pendley. We got a mess. Turn 1. They're going to get him loaded up. Rolls involved. Looks like the 48 of Grace Osborne involved. Yep. Let's see. Rolls is in there. Oh, boy. Devin Felix was involved. Lockhart. Everybody appears to be okay. Doesn't look like they're going to need a hook or anything. So that's good. There's Mackenzie Lockhart back underway. Refired. .48C. Custom Jones in that. They're trying to get Osborne back rolling. They're still hooked up with trying to get that for you. Oh, that's Rolls. All right. Okay, so I'm Lane Taylor is in P1. Hamas second. Third will be Bradley Lynn. Fourth will be Trinity Penley. McLean Bedoin is fifth. Sixth is Kate Jackson. No, that can't be right. Here comes the 9. He's up there. He's going to be behind Lynn. So Reese Slider is fourth. Fifth is Pendley. Sixth is Bedoin. Seventh is Jackson. Eighth is Drever. So he's made up a few spots. Ninth is Lockhart. 10th is Telford. 11th is Devin Felix. 12th will be the 8 of Carter Murphy. 9th. 12th is Murphy. 13th is Patterson. 14th is Rolls. 15th is Grace Osborne, who made it back out. Taylor, Hamas, Lynn, Slider, Pendley, Bedoin. That's your top 6. 7 is Jackson. 8th, Drever. 9th, Lockhart. 10th, Telford. 11th is Devin Felix. Or is that the B of Brendan Bartlett? I got to see. I don't see a 25B there, so. Oh, Lockhart's the 29. My bad. So that 25 machine, it is Brendan Bartlett, who is 7th. So the Bartlett construction machine is right there. Definitely within striking distance. Here we go. I think we're going to go green. Restart. 250's back underway. Taylor, another like a cannon off of turn number 4. Look at Bartlett. He's working the top side, trying to get around Bedoin. And when I say working the top side, he is upstairs. Bartlett. Here comes Drever now. He's 8th. Bartlett got a little bit high there. Had some problems. Drever's going to get underneath him in 4. Here they go. Drag race into 1. Drever on the bottom. Bartlett on the top. Drever gets it. So give the spot to Drever. But back is Bartlett. He goes to the bottom now. And he's underneath Drever. So give the spot back to Brendan Bartlett. Taylor is just a monster. He's just mowing. And it looks effortless for the 4L. Lynn is 3rd. Dawson Hamas still in the 2nd spot, that 55D. Good drive for the Marysville, California driver. Getting it done. Mackenzie Lockhart, a lap down. Lane Taylor's Carter Patterson, another lap down. Wow. Pendley right there. 6. Look at this. Pendley underneath Bartlett. Off of 4. Bartlett. So T-Money on the move. She's 6th. Oh, we got the 12. 12D of Devin Felix in the right off of turn number 2. He's on the inside, on the back side of the berm. Safety crew over there getting him back underway. Boy, Lane Taylor is a monster. I mean, Hamas is no slouch, but yeah, borderline changing zip codes there for the 4L. Hamas is second. 3rd is Bradley Lynn in the 3L. Fourth is going to be the 9 of Reese Slider. 5th will be McLean Bedoin. 6th will be Trinity Pendley. T-Money, Telford, 7th, 8th, Bartlett, 9th, Drever. So they made up some spots. They went back some spots. But here's what I know. Time's running out. And it appears Lane Taylor could quite possibly be counting some ducats here in a bit. But it ain't over till it's over. You never know. Ever. So right now, the motor sounded funny. It's got a vibration. Something feels loose. You know the drill. And it's worse when there's money involved. I don't know if I like that keep everybody where they are rule. I'm not sure that, but it is what it is. I just don't know that. So if that's the case, Taylor's got a little breathing room because Hamas is behind the 47 of Patterson, who is a lap down. I don't know. Is that? Not sure I'm for that or just what. So here we go. Out. Let you know what's going on with our Pee-wees. See if they're going next. Here we go. Restart. We are green. Taylor back at it. Hamas takes no time getting by the lap car Patterson. He's second. Third is Bradley Lynn, but not for long. There's Slider right there. Oh, we got one upside down. It's Carter Patterson. Oh, and Carter Murphy into the wall. I mean, the wall just sucked him right in there. But Patterson goes over. It wasn't a bad one, but it was over nonetheless. He's all right. Good deal. So he's okay. First and foremost, that's the main deal. So track crews tell them to kill the motors. It's going to be a minute while they check them over. Now's the time to hustle over to the snack shack. Get yourself something good to eat, a snack, something you can enjoy while you watch the rest of these awesome races here at Salem Speedway. Brought to you by Fly Racing, Oregon Outlaw Speed Shop, Schofield Karts and Parts, Team 64M, and Dean's Mobile. All making it happen. Along with O'Hagan's Kart Supply, Falk Ambulance Service, Hampton Inns, Shiloh Inns, Rust-Oleum Paints. Good stuff. But the safety crew over there taking a peek at the little bad boy there, Carter Patterson. You know, and sometimes it's not always the violent ones that are the bad ones. Doesn't matter. You go over, and so they're going to make sure he is A-OK, first and foremost. That gives me a minute. I'm going to run down and nature calls sometimes. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Boy, they're still checking out Carter Patterson. I think it's just precautionary measures at this point. Jeremy Means, could you come to the announcer's booth for a quick second, Jeremy? It looks like Patterson back in the car, so that's good news. And let's see. I don't know how quick we're going, but we're going to go down trackside with Jeremy Means. He's going to get a word with a few drivers. Jeremy?
Looks like we're going to go green, Terry, actually, so we're getting back free-fired.
All righty. We'll get some next on the next stop. So it looks like we're going green, folks. Getting ready to finish up this 250 main event. $1,000 on the line. Cars are back rolling. Under caution. Bradley Lynn, Lane Taylor's your leader in the 4L. So Now, I thought Slater went in. Wasn't he on the hook? He got towed out. That dock was towing him in. I think. Yep, it looks like he is going to join the field at the rear. That's a tough break for the 9. Lynn Hamas in the second spot. Third is Bradley Lynn. Fourth, McLean Bedoin, Trinity Pendley. Telford is 6th. 7th is Drever. 8th is Rolls. 9th is Felix. And 10th is Carter Murphy. I would have thought he would have been maybe done. He got sucked in there pretty good. Might be bent a little bit, but it's still rolling. So with $1,000 on the line, you roll just about anything.
I don't know about you, Terry, but my eyes on that 55D of Hamas. He doesn't have a lap car in between him and Taylor this time around, and we only have 3 laps to go to decide who wins $1,000.
Well, that's sometimes good, sometimes bad. 3 laps, it brings out either the worst in you or the best in you. I guess we're going to find out. Now, the 29's a lap down. The 48's a lap down. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm for that rule or not in between. That
for sure, unless we have another issue before the
it almost makes a caution worthless.
Race.
Absolutely.
Washington or California?
Well, I'm gonna. If you're a betting man, you never know. But I mean, Taylor's been awful tough.
Taylor's a very good driver, a micro sprint champion at Sunset Speedway. But just right behind him is a Cycleland track champion in Hamas.
Yeah, Hamas has run solid all day. I mean,
not bad for only a second time at this racetrack in his life.
And he's like an Ironman. He's running like 2 classes, whatever. So Bartlett got there. I don't know if he's got anything left. He's got to be, his tongue's got to be hanging out after driving all that way and getting up here. That's pretty awesome that they would come all the way from Red Bluff. That's because that's quite a haul.
Oh, quite a haul. It's about 7 to 8 hours away from here.
Wow. But you know what? That's what you do when you love racing. Is you find it wherever it is. It's just you got a nose for it.
It's kind of hard to believe. I think they got done about 10 o'clock last night and back here at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. That's awesome, though. Both Felix and Bartlett, Chase Hill, Jesse Caldwell, they all made the long drive, so that's pretty cool stuff.
All right.
Looks like we're getting ready to go green. Yellow light is out. Hang on. Grand on the line. 3 to go. Here we go. Hamas. Taylor's there. Bedoin taking a beat. Oh, it is a yellow. Oh, we got 2 in the wall. Kyle rolls. Everybody gets woed up. Looks like Kyle rolls and the 8 of Carter Murphy. I can't see the white car.
That's just those 2, just Rolls and Murphy, it looks like up there.
Okay. Well, that didn't last long. You know, I know it's been a lap down, but I thought Osborne has run pretty decent, you know?
I mean, it's been a little while since we've seen Grace in the Kart.
Yep.
She's looking really, really good.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. I mean, granted, where you finish isn't always indicative of your performance, so I thought she was solid last night and today so far, so.
You You know what? Another cool thing is, especially with this class, there's a lot of female drivers in this main event today.
Yeah, there are.
You got Mackenzie Lockhart, Grace Osborne, Trinity Penley.
T-Money. That's pretty cool for a girl to have a nickname, T-Money. And she's rolling. Right now, she's 5th with maybe a long shot, but you never know. I've seen some crazy stuff happen,
especially in the cage car world.
Yeah, man. I mean, you just never know.
Lights out, Terry.
Here we go. 250s, grand on the line. Will this be the final restart? Here we go. Taylor brings him off. Oh, look at Dreamer working the outside. He got a good run. Hamas, it's do or die for the 55D. He's close. He's trying. Taylor might be a little bit too strong. Look at Benoit. Bradley Lynn, he's working for it.
White flag, one lap
to
go.
Hamas with a little trouble off of 2. That's probably going to cost him. There it is. Lane Taylor going to win it. Hamas is going to go 2nd. 3rd will be Bradley Lynn. 4th will be Bedoin. 5th will be Pendley. 6th is Drever. Tough break. He had to go to the back. That hurt for that spun car up there. That was the killer for the 33T, no doubt about it.
Tough deal to end your weekend that way. He's been strong all weekend
Absolutely, he has. Yep. Kyle Rolls with a rough day as well. And it looks like all that way, and Devin Felix has a day. We'll just put it that. Give it up. Your winner, Lane Taylor. $1,000. What do you think he's going to do with that?
I'm not sure how much Jason's going to let him keep of that. I think that it's going to Dad's pocket more than it's going to go to his.
Yeah, well, yeah. You want to keep racing, you'll hand it over. No, that's good stuff. That's pretty cool. Fly Racing, Oregon Outlaw Speed Shop, Schofield's Karts and Parts, Team 64M, and Dean's Mobile Repair all chipping in and making it happen here for this Cage Kart Challenge. Kind of a cool thing. Double the does the prize money go up if you win 2 of them at the end, or
if you can sweep both of the Cage Kart Challenge races, there is a little bit of a bonus money. I'm not sure how much it is, but there is a bonus if you can sweep both events, which I'm sure is the reason why we did see the long haul from Colwell and from Chase Hill and from those guys coming up from Red Bluff. Is they figure there's a good chance that they win this time. They're going to come back for the next one.
Yeah,
here both days.
So they're not racing for the race; they're racing for the dough.
Oh, for sure. They don't go anywhere without expecting to win. Even coming from the C main, I mean, you saw they were able to make up to the B main. It's a tough little alphabet soup. 15 laps in the B main to only make it up to the top 6 spots. It's going to be tough. But Colwell coming all the way from a win at Red Bluff last night to come here and try to pass everybody and get a win tonight here at Salem.
But you know, it doesn't get any easier the closer to the front you get, because you got Burke up there. You've got Christian Osborne, who's been solid. You've got. My goodness, the list goes on.
Well, as of right now, with the people on the front row, like Christian Osborne, nobody's shown they can beat that 199. It has swept everything so far.
Exactly. I mean, Burke could do nothing with him last night, and he was right there, but they had motor problems in the late practice, so...
Yeah, Burke, talking to him a little earlier today, 2 motors over the weekend already.
Well,
he's got a good day today, but he's definitely in a stock motor now, which is going to be putting him at a pretty big disadvantage compared to everybody else out there.
You think? Sometimes that could actually, well, the track's not really in that shape where it would totally help you, but...
the track has actually been pretty keeping the moisture in all weekend.
Yeah, it looks good.
As you can see right now, I think it looks
nice
like we might
Cocoa
actually
Brown.
have Brian put a little more water on the outside of the track pretty soon.
You know, and that's the nice thing all weekend is there's been an upper groove. Typically, there isn't one.
No.
All right, moving on. Jeremy Mead's up in the booth with me, helping me out. Pretty cool.
This is one race. If
Our
you
box
aren't
stocks.
here, if you're just listening online, this is a race that's going to be one heck of a show to see. Seeing 16 of these box stocks out here is awesome.
Yeah, it's like a Mexican hat dance trying to figure out who's where. But wow-wee. Brianna Fuller on the point. Nevaeh Hall on the outside. Jaden Troop on the inside of the row number 2 in the 72T. The 56 is Carson Hamas. Landon Acevedo in the 18A. Mason Myers in the 27. That's row 3. Row 4. Larry
we're already having
Butterfield.
issues. We have them stacked up in turn 1 and 2.
Oh, my. On the parade lap, no less.
Looks like Hall and Fuller got into each other on the parade lap.
That's the 45C of Mendez, isn't it? Yeah, so he's... So Butterfield starts 7th. 8th will be Ryan Hirschcock in the 11. 9th, Zach Massey in the 24Z. The 13W, Alana Wiggingham. That is... She's 10th. 11th is Natalie Hudson in the LS88. Colin Mendez in the 45C. And it's Jonah Smith in the 99. The 08 is Dalton Allen. The 88K, Casey Simmons. And the 44 is Brandon Susich. And the 52V is Talon
Van Ortwick, I believe,
Van
went
Ort-
home. He's not on the track. I think
Oh, he
had
isn't.
issues. He didn't make a single green flag this weekend, unfortunately.
Okay, so Vernoy is not here. They had him on there, but that's too bad.
You know, there's some surprise drivers to me this weekend running up front in this class, but there's some people I expected up there. Watching Fuller, watching Hamas, I expect them to be up there. Same thing with Cowboy. But there's been some surprise.
What about Hall?
Hall, I've never seen Hall race before. I think it's her first time here to Salem. Very impressive how she's done this weekend. Another one I'm really impressed with this weekend is Mason Myers moving up from Pee Wee, and he's shown
Yeah, he's
he
been
is
getting it
tough
done.
Deal in this box stock.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's cool stuff. I mean, that's what this is all about, though, is you want to see that improvement. I don't know where Nevaeh's from. She didn't put where her hometown is, but I'm sure she's not Oregon, Washington, is she?
I believe I'm actually thinking she's an
California?
Idaho driver.
Idaho, okay. Well, she can roll it, no doubt about it. She's on the outside of that front row.
We were talking about female power. How about this? Out of these 16 drivers, your front row is both girls.
Yep. That's pretty cool, actually. And you don't go back. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 girls. I'll tell you what, Brianna Fuller is not afraid to play ball with these guys either. I mean, she takes no stuff.
Oh, believe me, I had my fun with her in the flags, and I know she's a tough chick. I put her up there to battle out with most of the boys. She's definitely that type of person.
Yeah, she gets it. She does. But you can't count the Cowboy out.
No.
Troop's been solid.
Cowboy's got.
Yep.
It's always tough to beat. He didn't have the season he was expecting this summer. He actually got beat for the championship by his sister in both tracks he went to.
You think? Imagine what that ride home's like. Ooh, baby. I wouldn't want to be in there. Oh, here we
All
go.
right,
Looks
lights
like.
out there.
Yep, here we go. Look at it go green. Fuller, Hall going to lead him down. 16. Boggs Hawk, here we go. Fuller, Hall, look at that. They're 3 wide. The Cowboy on the bottom. Oh, my God. Hamas.
Ooh, and we're stacked up in turn 2.
Oh, boy. We got a mess there. We've got the 11 of Hirschcock involved. The 88 of Simmons. Looks like, is that Suchich in there? Looks like the 44 in there.
Massey up there as well.
Look at this. The Cowboy and Hall just like, I'm second. No, I am. I am.
Yeah, it's going to be short-lived. I believe it's going to be a complete restart.
So, how come you're not in the booth this weekend?
I chose to take a break away from the cage cards. Nothing against the cage car guys. I do love these drivers. They're family to me. That's the reason I'm still here this weekend. But I'm going to start racing some mini stock races, and mini stocks racing the same weekend as cage karts. So,
yeah. Well, it looks like is it Justin? He's doing a nice job up there. So
Justin Thomas is a heck of a flagman. I've got to experience being around him a few times at Sunset. He's a good guy, good flagman. He'll treat them nice and fair, and he does love the kids. He's that type of person. So it's a perfect type of job for that with this cage kart stuff.
Sweet. You're right. We're going to do it again. You know, that's what kind of blows is when you make a nice move only to get it called back on the restart, because now you can't do it. You showed your hand, and they kind of know, well, I know he's going to go there, so I'm going to block that. But the Cowboy, he was right there. He followed Fuller right on through there. Hamas is on the outside of the second row. The Cowboy on the inside. I like the 18A too. Acevedo, he can roll it.
Acevedo definitely looked strong a couple times yesterday when I was watching him. Another driver I'm not too familiar with, haven't got to watch him race a few times, but he's definitely got this track figured out right now.
Yeah, I remember for cage car, like he ran pretty decent last year too, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. Light's still on, so we got one more.
Showing one this time, the flag stand.
Larry Butterfield from Napa, Idaho, right in that mix. Hall goes around on
contact on the start. Nah, that's going to come back.
There's no flag.
These two girls are ready to go.
Hey,
but
boy, I'm telling you what, it's the
contact.
It's like and there's no money on the line. Imagine that.
There's a little bit of money, I think, in the pot for these guys over this weekend, but definitely not big money. It's all bragging rights right now.
You bet it is.
To win this weekend at Salem, you showing you're beating the best in the West Coast. You're beating the best in Oregon's got to offer. Idaho, we got California drivers out there. Even in this young of a class, to win this weekend at Salem, that's saying something.
And they say boys are bad, right? The girls they're not much better.
I'm not.
Racing's racing, man. I'm telling you.
I won't believe that much. I have sisters. I know that's not true.
Racing is racing.
I believe that's her two chances. I believe we're going to go single file this time around. I'm not.
So does she have the choice to stay there on the outside, or does she have to fall in? Is it they call it the California
curious
deal?
how they're going to call this. They may be putting her to
they're
the
going to put her to the back?
And the rule is if you stop, you go to the back.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, we
and that's, yep. Oh, my goodness. Well, hey, Mike Michelson in the house, right on. Well, I had to go lasso Jeremy Means, Mike, since you didn't make it. Well, that's a huge blow over the 35. That's not.
35 going to the back right now.
Without even a lap in, that's horrible.
Keep your eye on that girl. She's going to be on a mission.
You mean she's mad?
Oh, I believe she's. I think mad will be the PG word to use in the case. But
yeah. Well, that means Brianna Fuller's on the point. Carson Hamas is in the second spot. The Cowboy, Jaden Troop. The 18 is Landon Acevedo. There's your guy, Mason Myers. The 15D is Larry Butterfield from Napa, Idaho. These are 7, 9, 10 years of age.
Yeah, I believe we're right around that 7 to 10 year range. For what these kids do, around how fast they fly around this place.
They drive better than most adults. Of course, when it comes to the brake pedal, they kind of have a problem, right? They always use the back of the other car in front of them. But that's okay. I mean, at least they get it wound up.
That's the one thing with these clutches they run in these cage karts. They're kind of tough to get them to stop on a dime line. They're not good on the clutches. Most of these drivers running bully clutches, they don't quite like that. They're set to be idling pretty fast. They don't like braking that much.
Oh, it's good for them. Good experience. These are the future stars coming up to the outlaw ranks. $15 box stalkers here.
You know, one thing I want to say while we're at a quiet moment right now is the work that these two guys in the infield have done this weekend, both in Mike and Jerry. You know, you go to most of these tracks that run events like this, and you have 4 or 5 people in the infield. This weekend, it's really just been the two of them. They do a heck of a job keeping everything rolling, keeping everything moving, keeping the drivers safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff. Absolutely. You can't say enough for the corner workers. Jerry O. He's the man. O'Hagan's Kart Supply. What's up, Brian Williamson? So, yes. So, coming up after the box stock, we're going to have, we roll right into our Open B main event. You don't want to miss that. Then we go to our 125s. So, we're just a few away from the big one.
All right, Terry, lights are out. They're going down the backstretch.
Here we go. Brianna Fuller, Carson Hamas, the Cowboy, Jaden Troop. Here we go. Boy, Fuller got a good look at the Cowboy way down in the gutter. He and Hamas kind of touch. He's underneath him in 3. Got it. The Cowboy. Acevedo now in the 4th spot. 5th is Mason Myers. Butterfield is 6th.
Ooh, stacking up on 1 and 2 again. Another hard hit by Casey Simmons getting into the side of Jonah Smith as he went spinning.
Good eye. I missed that watching the leaders. So,
one thing I'm noticing right now is Cowboy, Jaden Troop.
Yeah,
his car is rotating so much better on the bottom than anyone else right now. He's able to keep it down low, which might be a big advantage in this race.
Absolutely. But I'm watching. I'm wondering if you would just let it go a bit, if it wouldn't be even quicker, rather than pinching it down. But he's behind the wheel. I'm not. But it is nice to have that, because then you know you're going to be able to get off of there. So we're under caution here. Are we even 5 into this one? This is a 20 lap. Yep, 20 lap main event. Oh, a little love tap there from Winningham. Yeah, must be a little bit unhappy with something there.
I will say, that's one of the drivers I'd mention right now. Watching her move her way up this racetrack, she's up to 7th now. That's a really big improvement from last season. She's definitely, the kart looks new, a different paint job again this season. Looks great. She's driving great. Impressive debut for this weekend of the season.
Yeah, that is awesome. Hey, it's all seat time, as you're about to find out in your little mini stock.
All right, lights out, Terry.
Here we go. Fuller, the Cowboy, Hamas. Here we go. Fuller with another. Oh, look at the Cowboy. Stuck a nose in off of 2. Couldn't do it.
Oh, went flying.
And we got one in there. Oh, we got Hall is head on into the wall there in turn number 2.
That all started with the number 11. Number 11 jumped the berm and went General Lee over a couple carts there.
Yeah. So he was, a little Ivan Stewart there for the 11 of Ryan Hirschbach. Boy, Hall, I don't know how hard she hit, but she hit it head on with the front bumper. Yeah, that's the cool thing about being 9. You're resilient. You're still limber. Wow. All right, so it's still Fuller, the Cowboy, Jaden Troop, Carson Hamas, Landon Acevedo, Mason Myers. That's your top 5. 6th is Larry Butterfield. 7th is Alana Wiggingham. 8th. Boy, that's Hudson in the LS88. Good for Natalie. Then you got the 45 seat of Mr. Colin Mendez. But right now, starting 13th, we're going to keep our eye on that 35 machine from Nevaeh Hall.
I don't think any driver out there is more frustrated in these yellow flags than that number 72 of Troop. It seems like every time he gets a run on Fuller, the yellow flag comes out.
Maddening. Been there, done that. For sure. But Fuller's not even, okay, lights out, are we going? We might be. Good start. Here we go. Oh, Troop, good to the bottom.
Oh,
we might have a new leader. They touch. Uh-oh. Here we go. The Cowboy. Boy, and he is rolling in. You talk about driving in deep. Hamas is 3rd. 4th is Acevedo. 5th is Mason Myers. 6th is Butterfield. 7th, look at Mendez. Atta boy, Colin. Go get him, Mendez. The Cowboy, and he's putting some distance on Fuller. Wow-wee. Look at Mendez. He's rolling it. Atta baby. Get it, bud. The Cowboy, Jaden Troop, and he's putting some, he is getting it. About a 1.5 seconds on Brianna Fuller already. Look at this. Fuller in trouble. Hamas, whoa, she shuts the door in 1.
Fuller's cart getting awfully tight on her. She can't keep it down low.
Well, she's running it in there, country mile 2. So Butterfield, Mendez is killing right now.
Oh, Hudson around to turn 2.
He is
Yellow
7th. Oh, Hudson. Oh, and Hudson goes right in front of your leader, Troop.
That was the one time Troop wanted to see the yellow flag. He was just getting lap traffic. Yellow lights come on. Now he's got an open track and the lead.
I'm sure you would have liked to have a couple cars in between, though, don't you think? Just to be like a nice pick, you know, a good screen. He's good right now. The one that is probably a little bit frustrated is the 7. I mean, Fuller,
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Fuller's car. That cart looked unstoppable yesterday.
It sure did.
Today, it's just not turning in the middle of the corner for her.
That's what I mean. You just never know, right? I mean, he rode a 0 in a matter of some hours. I mean, it's just the car goes from good and you go, what happened?
Different track.
Yep.
Because that's what makes dirt track racing so much fun and so much exciting. It's a guessing game for the crew guys just as much as it is for the drivers.
So the Cowboy, Jaden Troop, your leader, Brianna Fuller, Speed City, kart shop out of Medford. Nice looking new kart shop. She's in the 2nd spot. Carson Hamas from, Marysville, California, is 3rd. Landon Acevedo, 4th. 5th is Mason Myers. That's your pick for the one of the most improved guys out here. Larry Butterfield. How about that? Colin Mendez. Atta baby. Because he's had his share of struggles.
Yeah, he did some traveling this summer, and it definitely did improve.
Well, Dad said he had to have a little talk with him, so that might be working. Look at the 24Z. Zach Massey, he's been quiet. About time to see him start coming to life. The Cowboy, Brianna Fuller, Hamas. Boy, it does go in nice. Doesn't get much better than that. No drift. Boy. Oh, we got it. Yep, Casey Simmons. And she's on. They need to get him down there.
Not quite sure what happened to Mendez, too. Mendez all of a sudden is all the way back. I'm not quite sure what happened to Colin there under that yellow.
Everything looks all right. Well, I think the tendency is to maybe overdrive, right? And so they need to get him just to calm down a bit. I think Fuller could be a little bit of that problem. Could be just that little bit of panic setting in when it's not quite like it was. But you learn that. That's the time in the seat, and that's why mistakes and whatnot are good at this stage, because it at least tells you what you need to work on. But the Cowboy looks flawless at the moment. I mean, that thing gets in like Jake the Bear, and around she goes. And nothing's really changed. It's the Cowboy, Brianna Fuller, Hamas, Acevedo, Myers, Butterfield, Wigginham. Hall's up a bit. Up to 8th. Then it's Massey, who's been quiet. Dalton Allen in the 08. Natalie Hudson. Boy, Mendez goes all the way back to the tail end of the field. That's too bad. He was right there.
Not sure what happened.
6th or 7th there for a while.
Yeah.
So you looking forward to your mini stock season?
I really am. I'm looking forward to a little bit of a break. Like I said, nothing against this, but I do about 85 to 90 races a season, so getting a few not to do during the winter's not necessarily a bad thing. Take some time off.
No, I wish I had that problem. That's a good problem to have. Well, the Cowboy still there.
I kind of agree with you, Terry. I do think Fuller's problem right now is driving it in a little too deep.
Yeah.
That's what it's looking like. The cart looks like it's handling good, looks like it's fast. It's just, I think she just might be overdriving the entry just a tad bit.
And you do that on all 4 corners, and now you got a whole. Now there's a huge gap, and tough break for Brandon Sucic. He's on the hook.
There goes Mendez back up to the middle pack.
Yeah, he's 7th.
And we're showing 1.
Enos Upholstery helping out Colin Mendez. Great family, no doubt. Here we go. Jeremy, hang on. Let's see what happens here. We are green. The Cowboy. Fuller. Nothing's changed. Oh, Hamas is trying it on the bottom. Couldn't stick it that time. Look at Mendez taking a peek at Butterfield. He might get him. Look at that. Mendez gets another one.
Yellow out. Yellow on the track. Not quite sure for what, but we do have a yellow on the track. Oh, it looks like Hall spun to the infield there.
Tough break.
Watching that last one, I think Hamas was really close to maybe jumping the start there.
Yeah, he was.
Watch that a little bit, sneaking up to the outside like he did.
Although he might, start. Yeah, it was close in the box. Isn't it? It's got to be frustrating to watch like Hall. Just watch it slip through your hands, right? Just nothing going. I mean, just my goodness. Here I was off pole, and
I believe that might be 3 yellows for Hall. What a bad weekend if that's the case. It may just be 2, but I'm kind of thinking that might be 3.
Oh boy, that wouldn't be good. Because here, 2 and you're through at Salem Speedway. So, but scoring's got it under control. Man, Mendez is just doing it. Hope he can hang in there. Good-looking stuff.
Mendez looking really – he's riding with some pretty fast cars.
Yeah, for sure.
That's impressive.
You know, I'm a little surprised it's a 24. He's usually he's a little more sassy than that, old Massey is.
Yeah, Massey had some bad luck at the start of the race, and who knows, that could have thrown something off in the cart when he got in that wreck on like lap 2. Showing 1.
Oh, baby, here we go. The light is out. The cowboy going bareback. Here we go.
Don't do it.
Oh, baby, that may cost him. He was way early. He didn't gain any positions, but.
Oh, and there goes Massey around it.
And we got another yellow.
Yeah, Hamas is really cutting his teeth on how much they're going to allow. That one was really close again.
Well, if he doesn't get a position, right? I mean, it really means nothing anyway. I get it. You're not supposed to do it, but if you're not gaining a spot, it's only if you should gain an advantage off of that. But you're right. Well, you know, that's what kids do, Jeremy. They test the waters, right? They're going to go until you tell them not to.
They want every inch they can get. If they can get that little bit of advantage, that little bit of a jump.
Yep. So because typically they only give you just what you ask for and test you for way more than you want. Oh, we can over there alone. That's too bad. I don't look like crew over there going to work on it. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a doozy, Brian Williamson. Hey, doozy. Those of you tuned in, Race Stream Live on TerryBridges.com. Jeremy Means up here helping me out. Good stuff. Good conversation here. And some good racing going on here at the Salem Speedway.
Unfortunately, that's the end of Lala Winningham's weekend. And
oh, boy, yeah.
she was looking really, really good today.
That is too bad. But that's another experience and lesson learned. Well, here we go. Go ahead.
I think we're still in yellow at the moment. I'm kind of thinking Hamas might be trying to play some games with Fuller, trying to get Fuller to be kind of move up and try to block that line so he can sweep down to the inside. That could be what it is. I think it might just be some games trying to get Fuller to move up going into turn number 1.
Well, if he really wanted to play, he'd drive up alongside her and wave. And
I don't think you're getting underneath Brianna's skin.
Well, I mean, even if it did, she's going to say, what? You're gonna come play hardball with me? All right, I'm ready. Might be licking your wounds on the way back, but I'll go, you know. She's ready to go. Here we go. Nope, one more.
There we go. Showing 1 at the flag stand.
So, Troop, your leader, nothing's really changed. Fuller's second. Carson Hamas is third. Fourth is Acevedo. Fifth is Mason Myers. Sixth, what a drive by Colin Mendez. Larry Butterfield, here we go. Restart back underway. Yeah, Hamas didn't get quite as good a start as last time. They probably... Boy, Cowboy is rolling it. Yeah, Fuller just needs that sliding is costing her dearly. Troop, Fuller, Hamas. Oh, Hamas might have. Did he have problems? No, it looked like he was slowing down. Acevedo, he is.
Oh, some problems in the 56C.
Hamas has problems. He pulls to the infield. No caution.
Off the track, stay green.
Oh, heartbreak for the Marysville, California wheel. It's done. Hamas is out. Tough break. Oh, and around goes the 08 of Dalton Allen.
Still green.
Oh my goodness.
Field.
Wow. Oh.
And another stall for 15. He's having problems now.
Mendez, there's the Cowboy, and he has flat left Fuller. Fuller might not be out of the woods yet either, because here comes Acevedo in the 18.
Cowboy makes a mistake.
Oh, the Cowboy! Fuller to the outside, new leader. Oh, baby, would this be something? We told you, you never know. And that's the flag. That's the flag.
Wow.
Fuller wins it. Unbelievable.
Oh, a Cowboy bumps into Fuller coming off the track. I don't know what he's mad about. That's just one mistake.
Oh, my goodness. Did we not tell you anything can happen? Turn 1 on the white flag. The Cowboy spins on his own. Fuller drives to the outside. It's all over.
Wow.
Oh, baby. Unbelievable.
And we'll get these few carts off the track.
I'm glad you caught that, because, I mean, it was like I was looking for him, and there he was. Fuller drives to the outside, folks, as Troop has problems in the bottom in turn 1 on the white flag lap. Drives to the outside, down the backstretch. Checkered flag. Brianna Fuller, your winner. That's why you never give up, ever. Because you just never know.
It looks like now we're going to have a little bit of a break. Ryan Leach is going to come out here, spritz some water on the outside of the track.
Wow. That blows me away. That was crazy cool. And
never over.
It isn't ever. I mean, and imagine what she's got to be feeling right now. Just pretty cool. So there's the non-potable water truck. What does non-potable mean? Means it's not good enough for the pot, or what? Wow, unbelievable finish to the box stock. That's crazy. But that's what you come to see, right?
That's
racing.
What makes dirt track racing right there. It's never over till it's over.
Yeah.
One mistake. That cart looked perfect for 19 laps. But
yep. Kind of reminds you how Stansberry won it. Wes Snow goes 19, the UAS Grands, and he loops in turn 1 on the white flag lap, and it's game over. So, what does it? Wide World of Sports say? The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And there it was right there. Wow. Good stuff. So Ryan Leach putting a sprinkle of water out on the racetrack and freshen it up a bit as we get going. Our next event will be the Open Bs, the B main for the Open Outlaws. James Setters will be on the point. Jeff Hudson will be on the outside. Casey Ferrando will start third. Fourth will start the 99 of Corey Lockwood. Superman will start fifth. Colin Weinbarger and Tyler Drever start sixth. Row 4 will be Justin Jones and Kate Jackson. Row 5 will be Kevin Hilgendorf and Devin Patterson. And row 6 be Lynn Waterman of the 27H. I don't know Heitzman's first name. Can somebody holler that up to me? So that's going to be a pretty good one. 125s will follow that. And we get ever closer to our features. 5-horse open. And then the big cage kart challenge, round 1, main event. So the man, so far, 10 made it to the A's. It was Christian Osborne, Eric Schofield, Dylan Lamberth, Johnny Burke. That's your first 4. Then it goes, and I love this guy, Randy Phillips, from Stevensonville, Montana. And then the 5L of Kyle Hosfeld. The 13 of Bryson James. The 8 of Matt Coiner. The 2A of Renee Angel. And the 49 of the boogeyman, Bradley Pompey. Those 10 sealed the deal last night, and they were in. 16 will start, and this B main is going to decide it. 6 are going to go. 6 are going to roll. 6 are going to go. They're going to go on the trailer, and they're DUN. So now you got Caldwell in there, too, as well. So there's going to be like 14 in there because the 4 that moved up, row 7, will be Jesse Caldwell. Duke Johnson will be on the outside. Row 8 will be Brian McCann Jr. and Chase Hill. They go 15 laps. So they go 16 for 15. I'm very sure that Caldwell made it. He started 7th in the C, was 2nd in 1 lap. Got by the Duke Johnson with about 3 to go. Went on to take the B, or the C's. He starts 13th here in the B main. And as we all know, it gets tougher as you move up. But Jesse Caldwell, one of the best in the business, and it'll be exciting to watch if he can get it done. But really, all you got to do is get in. So top 6, and you can cruise. There's no sense in pushing it. Once you're in, get there, get in. But sometimes it doesn't always register like that. If 6 is good enough and you don't have to hurt the car or risk tearing it up, stay sixth and get in. But they're racers, right? So that doesn't always – that might be the game plan, but it doesn't always finish up like that. Setters on the point in the 2. Setters from Spirit Lake, Idaho. Boy, this is going to be a heck of a race right here. Hang on to your hats, folks. Keno, Oregon's Jeff Hudson on the outside of that front row. The 23K, Kersey Ferrando from Staten, Oregon. The Go Plumbing 23K. And on the outside, from Napa, Idaho, that is Corey Lockwood in the 99. The yellow light is out. B-Main, you're outlaws. Here we go. Setters leads it into 1. Lockwood. Boy, Hudson's trying to hang on. Look at Caldwell. He's all the way. Oh, baby. The 25, oh, we got a mess, turn 1. Chase Hill. The 25 is Jackson. Boy, and she was coming, let me tell you. So, Hill and Weinbarger together in turn 1. And then we've got way up top in turn right past the apex of turn 1 and 2, up against the wall. Trying to see. Justin Jones is up against that wall, too, on the main straightaway. Crazy. It's hot. No laps in the books. Well, that's Hilgendorf up there, I think. It is. It was Kevin Hilgendorf up against the wall there in turns 1 and 2. He had a rough Saturday as well. Saw him last night afterwards, and he just shook his head like, man, I've had a day. So we'll do a complete restart. Boy, keep your eye on that 25 of Jackson. She was making a strong move. Oregon Outlaw Speed Shop, Schofield's Karts and Parts. Team 64M, Dean's Mobile Repair, and Fly Racing bringing you round 1 of the Cage Kart Challenge here at Salem Speedway. Trying to get into the feature. 10 are already in. 6 are going to move on. 6 are going to load up and watch from the infield. Is the night? All right. Setters. And Hudson. They're getting ready to get after it. Tyler Drever. Is starting sixth. Caldwell with a good good take there. I'm sure he'll take that. That puts him fifth right now in the grid. I don't know what. Oh, there's Waterman. Because everybody involved in that mess is to the rear. Mike McCann Jr. starting 11th spot. Light is still on, so we'll, Jerry O'Hagan looks like he's about ready to, says no, we got to get him in order. Come on, guys, it shouldn't take this long to get in order. Good grief. There is the one to go. Justin Thomas about ready to let him loose. B-Main for Open Outlaws. Here we go. Oh, Ferrando. And can't see from here, but they are all tied up, and they went straight into the wall there on the turn 2 exit, or entrance, rather, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Jones is there. Back in 11th spot. Lockwood was Corey Lockwood they tied up with. Kersey Ferrando back underway. Looks like maybe a few mind games going on out there, just a little bit. Single file now. Setters on the point. Big Sky Cartway. James Setters from Spirit Lake, Idaho. Man, 13 years young. I can't believe that. Lynn Waterman trying to get I mean, you'd think there's no receivers here, but there is. My take, you get told once, if you don't move, you're done. See ya. And go play it somewhere else. Setters on the point. Hudson, P2. Third is Lynn Waterman. Fourth is Jesse Caldwell. Fifth is Drever. Sixth is McCann Jr. Then it's Kate Jackson. And then it's Devin Patterson. Eighth. Heitzman is ninth. And Duke Johnson is 10th. Chase Hill, 11th. Justin Jones, 12th. Weinbarger, 13th. Hilgendorf, 14th. Lockwood and Ferrando. They've easily completed more laps under yellow than what the event is. They're going 15 laps. 6 are going on. 6 are going home. All right, there it is. 1 to go. It's been given. Setters bringing it out of turn number 2. Looking down the backstretch. Light is out. Hang on. B-Main. Open Outlaws. Here we go. Caldwell makes short work of Waterman. Oh, we got a mess here in turn 4. Duke Johnson. Devin Patterson, McCann Jr. I guess I don't get it. So we'll try it again. I'm going to have to do like they did with the Pee-wees. This keeps up. Here we go. The light is out. Here we go. Again, for the third time. We'll try it again. Setters. Caldwell gets by Waterman as he slides high off a 2. There's Chase Hill. Look at Kate Jackson. Man, there it is. Waterman is all over the place. He's into the turn 1 wall, back out in the middle of the racetrack. Holy cow. I mean, Sutters is checking out. Hudson is second. Third is Caldwell. Fourth is Chase Hill. Fifth is Jackson. Right now, Jones is on the bubble. Yes, Justin Jones is on the bubble. Weinberger trying to get underneath Dreamer for 7th. Oh, Jones in trouble. Jones in the wall. He's out. He's done. Weinberger now is battling with McCann Jr., who is now on the bubble. 6th, 7th is Weinberger. 8th is Dreamer. Oh, Dreamer spins. Heitzman gets into him. Underway, but he's going to lose plenty of laps. He's actually going to go a lap down. Your leader, almost Setters. Man, Justin Jones was into the wall. Yellow is out for, I believe that is Hudson up top. Can't see all the way from here. So it'll be Setters, Caldwell, Hill, Jackson, Hill, Jackson, then it's McCann Jr., Weinberger is 6th, so he's on the bubble. The 27H of Heitzman is, if it's, that's how they're going to line it up, he's 1 out. He's 1 out. As is Johnson is 2 out. As he's 8th. 9th is Lockwood. 10th is Ferrando. 11th is Waterman. Hilgendorf, done. That was Hilgendorf in turn number 1. And he's calling it a day. Boy, Waterman has got his hands full in that 111. Boy, howdy, I tell you what. Wow. Got to be winding down. Setter's on the point. Caldwell's in. All he's got to do is finish. He doesn't have to do anything crazy. Just finish. As does Hill, Jackson, McCann Jr., and Weinbarger. That's the split. Heitzman, Johnson, Lockwood, Ferrando, Waterman, and Patterson. All are going home if it were to end right now. Light is out. We're going to decide it here pretty quick. Setters lead it into one. Caldwell, Hill, Jackson. Well, Jackson just gave up a spot. Kay Jackson is now fifth. Weinberger in trouble. Oh, he and Duke Johnson are going at it, banging wheels. Johnson trying to get in. But it's, oh, boy, we'll have to see. Setters wins it. So we'll have to see at the start. That's going to be close. I think Weinbarger's in, but it could be close. It might be the Duke in. We'll see what happens here. Where I'm sitting, it's hard to see the flag, so you don't know what it is. But we'll let you know. Jerry, did the 151 get it, or was it Superman? We're going to let you know here who got that sixth spot. So hang tight, folks. Weinberger hangs on to it. So it goes. The Duke Johnson, does not make it. Close, but does not. So there you have it. Weinberger, by the skin of his teeth, moves on to the A's, which is out on the racetrack right now. So apparently 125s and well, I'm telling you what, Bryson James doing some hot lapping right now, and he is right up against the wall, and he is flat getting it on. I'm not sure what that was, a hot lap session or what, but right, so it looks like the 125s are out there right now for their feature event. And it's going to be a doozy, I do believe. Alex Reich in the 117. The Mark Nelson Oil. Carson Borden in the 72. Michaela Patterson, I don't see her, is in the 26th. Seth Riggs in the 32 from Eugene. The 20 is Miles Massey from Newburgh. The 88 of Jerry Fonfera from Kaiser. There's Michaela Patterson, the 26. 6 are going for 20. Main event time for the 125s. Brought to you by Fly Racing, Oregon Outlaw Speed Shop, Schofield's Karts and Parts, Team 64M, and Dean's Mobile Repair. Here we go. Looking to go green. We do. Look at Miles Massey all the way from the back to second in turn 1. Borden back underneath in 3. Massey on the outside. Borden takes the spot. Reich is your leader. And Patterson is 4th. Riggs 5th. Fonfera 6th. Pretty clean so far. Yellow is out. And up in the tower with me, we got a open outlaw driver, Johnny Burke. What's going on, man? You make it?
Yeah, we made it, Terry. We're doing pretty good now. I think we got this Canopy Country ABC powder coating number 21 dialed for this 25-lap feature. We'll see what happens.
Good deal. Now, you broke a motor late practice last night?
Yeah, I broke a motor early yesterday morning, put on the backup, broke it late last night. Kind of pieced one together to get us through this 25 laps, see if it'll hold up, and I think if it does, we got a pretty good shot at winning this thing.
So what is Jesse Caldwell making it up after winning the main event at Red Bluff mean now? I mean, it's kind of shoot your thing out the window?
No, I mean, Jesse, he's got a lot of talent. You know, I mean, he's going to be coming from the rear. We're going to be definitely keeping an eye out on him for sure. I mean, he's definitely going to be a car to watch. But, you know, up front, you're going to have Christian, Osborne, Eric Schofield, Dylan, and then I start 4th. You know, I mean, we're going to try and get going, and hopefully I can get out front early, maybe run away, and then hopefully I won't have to deal with Caldwell coming from the back.
Absolutely. Well, he looks strong so far, but, you know, no easy task at all. So it's just you just never, as we saw in the box stock, you just never know.
Yeah, in this field of cars, you know, it's going to be super tough to pass. But
here we go. Light is out. 125's about ready to get with it. Are we green? We are. All right, Burke, so who's your pick in this 125 feature? Who do you like?
I don't know. Borden's pretty good. I'd probably have to go with Borden on this one.
All right. Look at there, right as Johnny Burke says that. He has a little problem off of 2. Boy, Seth Riggs running pretty. Oh, Massey up on the berm, and he's high-sided up there. That's kind of not a good feeling, is it?
No, definitely that berm right there, that gets you pretty good. It's gotten me a few times, and it's no fun being on that thing.
Is it embarrassing?
Depends on what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, Miles Massey, he can roll it. Back underway. Let's see. Yep, we got a push quad there. Kind of light field. What do you attribute that to?
You know, I mean, you know, you got a lot of drivers moving up, coming in. You know, it's up-and-coming drivers, you know, changing classes all the time. You know, last year this had a lot of cars, you know, so it varies every year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's Alex Reich in the Mark Nelson Oil Products, 117, your leader. The 72 of Carson Borden. How about that Seth Riggs? Not bad. Solid third right at the moment. Michaela Patterson is fourth. And Miles Massey, 5 going, 6 were starting for 20. We got 5 now as Fonfara sits in the infield. Tough break for the Kaiser, Oregon driver. Light is out. Here we go. Oh, look at Michaela Patterson upstairs trying to get by Seth Riggs. She's a shoe. She can shoe it. Michaela Patterson. Oh, hang on, Michaela. Are they actually grabbing? Look at this for the lead. Borden. Pass Reich. Boy. I'm never betting against you again. Johnny Burke says, I would have to go with Carson Borden, and there he is, your new leader. As Miles Massey spins, 3 and 4, that brings out another caution. So are you nervous?
No, not so much. You know, I mean, we've been a part of these big races now enough that it's kind of becoming a habit, you know, that now that you can keep up and that, you know, you've been there a few times, it takes the edge off a little bit.
Well,
you know?
well, wait. You think you can keep up if your motors stay together.
Yeah, if my motor stays together, I think we'll be a pretty good piece here for this 25-lap feature.
Well, I don't need to remind you, there's a grand on the line, too. So
yeah, I got that in the back of my head. I need that grand to pay for what I ruined this weekend.
Yeah, so Burke, don't choke. I'm just kidding. You'll be fine, man.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
But Borden is your leader. Reich in the second spot. Patterson third. Riggs fourth. Miles Massey fifth. Here we go. So they actually grabbing gears in these 125s?
No, they're not. They're sticking to one gear, just like us in the 500. They use clutch, same idea on a restart, you know.
Boy, Reich might be in trouble because Patterson's coming now. Michaela Patterson. And, you know, that's right there is just not overdriving the car, just, you know what I mean? Just slow and steady, getting it there.
Yeah, right now, Borden, I mean, he's got it pretty sucked down on the bottom. Seems to be pretty good. You know, I've seen a couple of these guys moving up a little bit. Doesn't seem to be working as well. Half a groove up right now seems pretty good, but still it's all around the bottom right now.
Well, did you see James in that last hot lap session? He looked pretty good way up top.
Yeah, I mean, it'll take a bunch of cars to get up there and actually make it work, but it could come in later in the race.
Boy, Borden is just putting it to him now. Driving away, Carson Borden in the 72. Doesn't matter which one of that family goes, those guys are fast.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fast everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and they race a bunch of different cars, too. Like in the summertime, I see them running micros and stuff. Yeah, they're a lot of talent coming out of that one trailer.
Wow, no kidding. Well, Reich is in the second spot, and he is driven away from Patterson now, who is third. Riggs is fourth. Good run for Seth Riggs. Fifth is Miles Massey. Boy, yeah, Borden looks mighty good. 20-lap feature for the 125s. And then we move on ever closer to our feature. Terry Bridges, along with my main man, Johnny Burke, up here in the tower, hanging out before feature time. And, boy, we are under yellow. Nope, that's it. Borden is your winner. It's going to stay like it is. Borden, Reich, Patterson, Riggs, and Massey. Good to see Devin Borden get those engine problems figured out. They, too, went through 2 motors yesterday.
Yeah, they struggled like we did yesterday, but they got it. They seem to have it figured out today, so they seem to be pretty good, even though I don't know if they made the show or not, but they seem to figure everything out. So that's good for them, because they're going to be here a lot this year, so I don't want to keep up on that.
Well, and Kevin's struggle continued as well. It's too bad because I know what it's like being on a budget and try to come up here and get her done, but just didn't want to cooperate. 5-horse open. Okay, this one, you almost got to go with the 0. Braden Brookshire, he can roll it. Anthony Brothers, 61A. Skylar Weinbarger in the 1W. Here we go, looking to go green. Waldall in the 9. Good luck, Johnny Burke. Brandon Brookshire, look at Waldall in the 9. He is 3rd. I'll tell you what, that kid, he's a sleeper. Seth Waldall can roll, folks. He gets by Weinbarger for 2nd. 3rd is Battaglia. Prather now has slipped to 5th as a 61A. Used to seeing that car right up front. I have been watching the 9 since he was a kid kart driver on asphalt. And he just gets it. He knows where the loud pedal is. Once he matures, he is going to be something else. Look at Brookshire, though. He comes from some good genes, let me tell you. Oh, and he makes a mistake. Waldo, is he going to make him pay? Boy, Brookshire got lucky there. Ooh, look at that. Waldo stuffing it in. He says, I'm there. Oh. Wow. Prather is 13. Weinbarger is 12. I don't even think Waldo is close to that. I think he's a lot younger. Brookshire in the 0. Got one of the nastiest sounding 4-strokes I've ever heard. Sizzling Seth Waldall in the 2nd spot. Trying to run down Braden Brookshire. 3rd is Skylar Weinbarger. Battaglia holding on to the 4th spot. Natalie Hudson. Prather going to get by. He's going to try to. Can't quite do it. Boy, these 2 leaders they're putting on a blazing pace. A blazing pace. Your leader. Oh, Waldo almost had problems. He's in trouble. An 11:88 for the 0. That time by. And 11:33 for for the 0. Brookshire is rolling it. And there goes a 31 for the 0. There's a 43. So Brookshire going to get the win. Waldall will be second. Third will be Weinberger. Fourth will be Battaglia. That is unofficial. But Braden Brookshire. Brookshires are legends at the historic Portland Speedway. Big time. Used to go watch them in the jalopies all the time as a kid. Larry Brookshire, many-time champion there. So awesome stuff. So it looks like we got the Pee-wees left to go, but I'm not sure what that story is on that.
Hey race fans, this is Shane One Time Smith, and you listen to the Northwest Race Report with your horsepower and performance broadcaster, the one and only Terry Bridges.
All right, so it looks like we taking a break, O'Hagan? Do you know how long? Well, it looks like we're going to take a short break before we bring out the A's. But I don't know what the Pee-wee story is, but they're going to run after. I don't know. You'll know as soon as I do. So 1,000 to win, getting ready to get on the line here for the Open Outlaws.
Hey racers, Glenn Tower here from the Northwest Race Report. You know, with the invention of the internet, our local go-kart shops have really taken a huge blow. One of the great go-kart shops out there is O'Hagan's Karts and Supplies. They offer a great selection of karts, parts, and service. We all want to win, and O'Hagan's wants to help. O'Hagan's Karts and Supplies, Lebanon, Oregon.
All right, so it looks like we got the Pee-wees all gridded up. As soon as all the corner workers get back from a quick break, we'll be underway with the Pee-wee main event coming up. way. So here we go. Field has been introduced. We are ready to get underway with this $1,000 to win main event. Cage Kart Challenge, round 1 is about ready to get decided. So you watch Osborne go last night. Looks solid. Still the guy to beat.
Yeah, right now Osborne's been the guy to beat all weekend long, unloading. Just been a rocket ship out there. But you have some more company that came in last night that have been really, really fast. Had to come from the C main, and they're all 3 of them made the A main. That's enough said right there.
I was just going to say, so Caldwell shows up, throws a wrench into that deal. And, yeah, I mean, you got McCann Jr., you got Hill. I mean, you can't count out the 2A either. I mean, could make it. You just never, well, as we saw in the box stock, you never know.
Johnny Burke went through 2 motors this weekend so far. Now he's in a pretty much a stock 500 motor out there, and he's keeping up, and he made the show starting the 2nd row.
That's what I'm saying. You know, and that might be a testament of what's to come. If he can withstand all of that, maybe it might just be meant to be. Who knows? Bryson James looked good in that last hot lap session, too, way up top.
Bryson James, the wheelman, wherever he goes, whether it be Indianapolis, whether it be North Carolina, whether it be right here in Oregon, he's definitely a guy to beat every single time he hits the racetrack.
Absolutely. Absolutely. James Gang Pizza.
Speaking of Bryson James, I don't know if you know this, but just in a few months, he'll actually be racing the Chili Bowl this year.
Wow, I did not know that. That's awesome. Congratulations there, Bryson James. You'll make us proud. I have no doubt about that. Hosfeld's been quiet. I mean, he made it, but, you know, he's been quiet. So he might be about ready to break out.
Look at these long drives. You have the 3 cars come from Red Bluff, and they took off. Another driver in the field right there at the very, very back, Superman Colin Weinberg. He heads out tomorrow to Las Vegas to race a modified over the next weekend.
Some guys get all the luck, you know it? But good for him. That's awesome stuff. Bradley Pompey pushing off. Setters makes the show. He looks solid in the last chance. So, I mean, it's a roll the dice, Jeremy. Roll the dice. I mean,
Setters is one of those. I mean, mainly runs his cart at the Big Sky Cartway. Definitely the man to beat when you go there. He is definitely someone you can't take advantage of. He's going to come out here. He's going to give you his all. He's going to have a good chance of winning the race. I'm not quite sure how it's going to be to try to get these guys in the back to make it to the front, but we all know anything can happen. Looking at the B-main, all the wrecks that happen, just keep your nose clean for the first half of the race. That's the biggest thing.
You know, that's the biggest deal in these events is you got to survive. I mean, to finish, you got to be there. I mean, and so all you can really do, Jeremy, in my opinion, is go out there and put yourself in a position to have a shot at the win. If you've done that, the cards are going to fall where they may, and that's going to be just about all you can do. There's not much else you can do. So,
and the toughest thing about a race like this, when they start traveling from all over the West Coast, a lot of these drivers are not used to racing with the guys they're out there with. They don't know their tendencies. They don't know where they're going to go on the racetrack. That's not the case on our front row. The 199 and the 37 are very much used to racing side by side with each other. But as you get through the field, when you have Setters, you have Cowell, Hill, some of these guys are not used to racing with each other on the racetrack on a weekly basis. They see each other 2-3 times a year, and that's it.
Well, and you mentioned earlier that you can't take any. There's 16 cars here. I don't think you can take any of them lightly, because if you do, any of them can make you pay.
All 16 of these drivers are proven drivers. To make this show is hats off to any driver that makes this show. I mean, I know they didn't come out here just to make the show. Every single one of these drivers on the track came out here to win.
Absolutely. And what you said is it. Everybody here, everybody who competed and even tried, even those that didn't make the show, they bring something to the table, and it's no matter what, hats off to everybody who showed up to try to make this show.
Oh, and already more problems over the weekend. Johnny Burke pushing
off
the
my
track.
Goodness.
But just as we were saying a little bit ago, you always have that dark horse. You always have that wild horse pick. And the one that has been really, really impressive, he's brand new to open cages. He's only ran a couple races in his whole entire life, is Matt Coyner right there in the number 8. I don't think he thought at all he'd be in the show going into the weekend, or at least he was going to make it out of the heat races. I talked to him, and I told him right off the bat of the day, I told him, congrats for making the show. He's like, I made the show, and he was jumping for joy just for making the A main.
Yeah, and he rolls out 8th. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, he made the show. He didn't have to race his way in. So, good stuff from Matt Coyner.
Looks like they're trying to fix the number 21 of Burke. I don't know how much time they're going to get. It looks like Jason Sucher's going to tell them to clear the racetrack.
It doesn't look good. You hate to see, especially on a struggle like that, when you don't even get a shot to get a lap in. You know, it's heartbreaking. It isn't. You're right. You're right. You're 100% right.
We're showing 1 to go. We're going to go green next time, Terry.
Tough break. Johnny Burke out. That's too bad. The Gremlins continue for the 21. Christian Osborne, the Schofield kid, $1,000. Open Outlaws. Here we go. Oh, baby. Boy, Osborne just jerked right. Oh, we got one.
Bouncing around. Another one on the wall. Matt Coyner in the wall.
Oh, man. This is the part turn 1 is going to be it's like you got to get through that. You can't win 25 in the first turn.
It wasn't even the first turn. We saw contact from the front row on the drop of the green flag there. I don't think Schofield was quite too happy with that type of contact on the start. I don't think he's going to give the 199 quite as much room on this next restart.
No, I'll bet not. But he's fortunate that it didn't stay green. So this will give them a chance to maybe regroup there a bit, especially if they go with a restart. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, we're going to be a complete restart. No one will be able to get a lap in.
Count your blessings for Eric Schofield. But, boy, the car just jumped right. And
you want to talk about count your blessings. Look at that. Because of Burke having the issues and because of Coyner now going to the back, Jesse Colwell will be scored 8th on this restart just because 2 cars in front of him have dropped out to the back.
Yep, and 8th is better than where he was, but he's still going to have to get up there and go to work on some tough company. I mean, Lambert's no easy task. We're just going to have to see how it plays out, Jeremy. It's going to be interesting, for sure. I wonder, do you think Schofield maybe looked over and said, what are you doing? Or
yeah, I'm pretty sure Schofield did not appreciate that start on the last one.
Well, and look at Poppy sitting there in the starting 6, so the Boogeyman's got a shot too. I'll tell you, though, for 60 years young, I am a Randy Phillips fan. I just think it's cool.
He's been very, very consistent all weekend, looking really nice in that 96.
Hey, man, old guys can rule, buddy. Old guys can rule.
You have a couple adults out there that are quite a bit older than their peers out there today. I mean, looking at Randy Phillips, looking at Renee Angel, she holds quite a bit of years on some of her competitors out there as well. But we all know the story of Renee Angel, the only driver in the history of this racetrack to win 3 track championships in 3 different classes in 1 year.
Hey, and one of the most well-known female racers in the Northwest or on the West Coast.
They don't call her the fastest woman in Washington for no reason.
That is correct. And they've worked hard. They don't call back east. They don't they figure it out for themselves, and that's a testament to their experience. Shane Biles is, former NASCAR Northwest Tour stand. They just understand the sport. So Osborne on the point. Schofield on the outside. Eric Schofield, the Schofield kid. The 5L Kyle Hausfeld on the outside of the second row. Dylan Lamberth on the inside. There's another good, solid, hard-working racer right there, Dylan Lambert.
Dylan Lambert, last season he had a breakout year here at Salem. He did walk away at the end of the season as voted our most improved driver last year in the 500s, and he just keeps getting better and better. Got a couple feature wins last year on tough nights that we saw some people from California, and he was able to beat him. That guy is a rocket ship, getting better and better every single race.
And and the coolest thing is he's just a good guy too. He's just a super nice guy, and good things happen to good people. And Dylan Lambert is a good dude. He's a great racer. So look for him to see. Light is out again. We're gonna try it over. Oregon Outlaws, $4,000. Here we go. Oh yes. Paybacks a little bit there. Schofield. Oh, hang on, Randy Phillips. Schofield, your leader. Osborne second. Hosfeld third. Lambert fourth. Phillips fifth for the moment. Look at Caldwell. Oh, Phillips
and
Lambert get together. They get back on. But it's Taylor and Charlie. Saving grace is the spin in the middle of one that allows them to get back up there.
I'm not quite sure. They did come to a stop. I know the rule is you come to a stop, you go to the back. They did get back going, but I think they're probably going to be going to the back for going to a stop on the racetrack.
And that's Colin Weinbarger there, spinning in turn one.
But as we called it, Terry, you saw the previous start where Osborne kind of gave Schofield the right rear. That time around, Schofield hugged Osborne in, was not going to let that happen twice to him.
And it actually paid off because Osborne buzzed the tires coming off of 4 and allowed Schofield to get in there in turn one, leading the way. I wonder, you watched in the last hot lap session, James was way up top rim riding. It looks like it's worked in a little bit. At least it looks like a little bit more in 1 and 2 than it does 3 and 4. But should be interesting to see if anybody goes upstairs. And that's probably the mistake we made. We've been talking about Osborne all weekend and haven't said much about the 37. And he's every bit is able to get it done.
Schofield has ground his teeth at this racetrack for a very long time. This is definitely a home track for him, not that far down the road. So he wants to definitely defend his turf. These California boys, these Idaho boys, these Washington boys, he wants to say, hey, guys, this is my track. You're not going to take this away from me.
Yeah, and Renee Angel back for the first time in quite some time. It was funny. She said last night, she goes, I forgot how much these things beat you up. I mean, she was, tired.
And just like you said, I think the 28 and the 96 do get the saving grace of the spun Colin Weinbarger, so they're going to get their spots back up towards the front.
Oh, baby.
But watching that last restart, that 5L of Hosfeld's trying the outside. He's to see if there's something up there. It looked like he was starting to get a run there on the outside. Don't count out that 5L.
No way. And you're right. That top groove is there, and if nothing else, it's the element of surprise. Nobody's going to expect you to go up there, and that's...
This track is not necessarily known for upper groove racing and cage carts, but hats off to Chris and Ryan Leach. They've done a masterful job over the weekend on track prep. Lights are out, Terry.
Absolutely. Here we go. Jeremy Means up in the booth. Terry Bridges. Open Outlaws. Here we go. Restart. Clean so far into one. Schofield leads the way. Osborne. Kyle Hosfeld in the third spot. Dylan Lambert is fourth. Randy Phillips fifth. Look at this battle here going on. You got Caldwell, Bryson James.
Bryson to the outside.
And that's what I'm telling you. Oh, look at this. Schofield. Osborne get together. Osborne on the bottom. Here comes Hosfeld now.
3 wide and 3 and 4 right there with Caldwell.
Oh, my goodness. They are rolling. Osborne gets by Schofield. Hosfeld in the third spot. Schofield is second. Fourth is Lambert. Fifth. Not for long. There goes Caldwell. Beth Phillips to take over 5th. Lamberth with problems. He's going to lose 2 spots. Battles back. Phillips and Lamberth, that's for the 5th spot. So Lamberth is 5th. Oh, baby!
Over! McCann hard flip.
He just got pinched down there. I wonder where he was going.
Not quite sure what was happening there. We were under yellow. McCann tried passing on the inside.
Whoa, baby. Well, you knew it was going to be exciting. Hopefully he's all right. All right, so we are under red here as they take a look at Brian McCann Jr., who took a pretty nasty flip there in turn number 3.
We're getting some thumbs up over there, so
Is he all right?
McCann is all right.
All right. Give it up for Brian McCann, everybody. That's awesome. Good stuff.
Just like we were saying, watch that outside groove. Bryson James is a man on a mission trying to go on the outside, and looks like he's picking off a couple of drivers.
Absolutely. Well, Osborne and Schofield got together up high there in turn number 2. Almost took each other out there.
I've seen more 3-wide racing in the last 5 laps than I've seen at Salem in a cage kart in a very long time.
Well, we're going to see how they... So they go back to the last minute. Crew over there looking at Superman's ride. I don't know what's going on there.
That was what the yellow flag was out for. He came to a stop right on the outside of the work area as we were under yellow for that before McCann had his flip in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, and I don't even know if Hill even saw him coming in there. It
looks like the field's back yellow. We're going to get push started and get these guys back in order. I don't think we're done seeing some, you know what, I'll call it some friendly rivalry between the 199 and the 37 in this race.
You know, though, I don't know if it might be a little bit early to tell, but I don't know. Maybe it's just regrouping. But once the 199, it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know. I thought the 37 lost a little ground there in a short amount of time, but it's the long run. Of course, I know you can't really plan for that in one of these, really. You got to be good in short bursts, but if it does go long and you're not good, so it's a crapshoot which way to go.
The kart out that I think has been the fastest on these short-term greens is Colwell. Colwell clicking off 2 or 3 karts, and then we go yellow, and it seems like on every restart he's grabbing 2 or 3 spots.
And that's how you do it. You just one at a time, whatever's in front of you, you don't worry about anything else, and just get them one at a time. Little finesse doesn't hurt either, right? I mean,
you could not ask for 2 polar opposite racetracks to race in 2 days than right here and Red Bluff last night. 2 completely different racetracks. Red Bluff, a tight little bull ring.
They say it's smaller than the inside of Salem here.
Yeah, I would say it's smaller than the infield, and it's a high bank racetrack. And then you come here the next day, it's flatter and bigger and wider corners and faster speeds. It's a lot of work to do in just 2 days, and the only laps he got before C Main today was those 5 or 6 hot laps.
Well, he's a vet. I mean, you get to the point where the car is close. They're not wholesale. You shouldn't have to wholesale change if the thing is close. It's just some adjustments, probably in gear and whatnot. But if it's close, you shouldn't be thrashing. To get here, you should have. And he's got enough time here with notes and stuff that he should be pretty well set.
All right, Terry, lights out.
Yep, here we go, Jeremy. Hang on. Osborne, Schofield, Hosfeld, Colwell, and Lamberth, your top 5. Here we go. Osborne with another good restart. Let's take a look at James. He goes back up to the attic. Look at Colwell underneath Hosfeld. Look at James. James is up top, rim riding. He's sixth. He's going for fifth. No, he's rolling it. Oh! And he crossed the stripe. Kate Jackson. And it looks like
James Setters.
Setters at turn number 4 right on the exit. Boy, how about the 13?
I said,
I'm telling you, it's there, Jeremy.
If he gives a few green flag laps, that outside groove is there today. There is something up there to be said. Bryson James is always going to be the first driver that's going to try that. If there's something up there, I think he's found something up there, and I think he's liking it.
Well, if you think of it, it's got to be quicker. It lets the car be free and it keeps that momentum up. It's just got to be a better deal. Well, if nothing else, everybody's on the bottom, so why would you go there? You got to go where it's open. So Bryson James now. You know, I'm going to say Jackson has got a motor from HE Double Toothpicks. That thing has got some power. It's just keeping that consistent handle on it. Because when it's right, it's a monster.
And Kate Jackson been really impressive this week, and this has been a track that's always been her kryptonite. She's always had something that she struggled about this racetrack. I don't think she's been in an open A main at this racetrack yet. Just making it impressive. I think she might be conquering that kryptonite finally.
Well, let's hope so. Caldwell, he just, and some would say that you heard he's a little rough getting by, but you know what? I've been seeing it.
It's get up on the wheel.
It is. It's all what your definition of rough is.
I don't think there was anything rough about that.
No, there was nothing there. But he was.
All right, lights out. Like we said, Caldwell and Bryson James on the move. Let's go back to green, Terry.
Here we go. Osborne, Schofield, Caldwell, Hausfeld, and James. Here we go. Restart. 1,000 to win. Osborne into 1. James up on the attic. He's up on the roof. And here's what's crazy. Nobody's following him up there. He's going to go by Hausfeld. James way up top in the attic.
Yellow out for Briley Pompey. Yellow out for Pompey.
Pompey spun in the middle of turn number 1.
And I do believe we'll see when they go stack back up. I think Bryson got by Hausfeld before
at the stripe. He definitely did. I think the 13 is there.
Bryson has found a groove. No one else will go to the outside. Bryson's got it all by himself.
It just blows my mind. So you watch him go by you, and you don't go up. I mean, it's like, hello. Well, that's knowing. I think there's something to be said for knowing the racetrack too. There's an art to that. You've got to go where the car wants to go.
And next time I hear someone say Salem does not have an outside groove, I'll say, where the heck were you this weekend? Because I see an outside groove today.
Well, he made it too. He was out there in his hot lap session, and every lap was upstairs. So he knew. The bottom dwellers are going to be there. That they don't get off the bottom. What are you going to do? Follow them? You can't do it. So Bryson James now up to the 4th spot with a rim ride that has been pretty impressive to watch. Hausfeld now is 5th. 6th is Lambert. 7th is Randy Phillips. 8th is Chase Hill. 9th, Renee Angel. How about that?
Yeah, Renee having a great top 10 run. Like I said, I don't think Bryson James is quite yet done. Terry, we're going to go green.
Let's see what happens. Osborne leading him down. He had a pretty sizable lead at that last caution. Here we go. Boy, I mean, he gets a good lead. Look at James back to work. Hausfeld on the bottom. Bryson James still up top. Oh, we got it. And Phillips. And another caution. So if you're Bryson James, are you going, gosh darn it, I'm just getting my rhythm, and another caution.
Yeah. Running at like that, running a type of track like this, if you're going to get the outside to work, you're going to need some laps, and he's just not getting that type of luck right now. It stinks because he's grabbing a one, and then it stalls. Then we have another yellow,
Yep.
and it's just.
Oh, and it's no easier for the 199. I mean, there's nothing more nerve-wracking than a bunch of restarts because you got to be so strong on them.
And the biggest thing to think about this, too, is we're getting to the point where we're getting so many yellows before halfway. Who knows? We may even have to throw in a fuel stop in this thing and really throw another curveball into it. So I don't think we're quite done seeing the cautions yet. I've always been a thing of saying cautions produce cautions. And I'm thinking that's what we're seeing right now. Hopefully we can get a run and get some laps in the books and actually try to finish this under green.
Well, my thing is, you want to race for the win. You don't want to. I mean, it was like Cage Cup last year. They ran so many yellows, they had to have one well before halfway. I think it was 13 laps in, they had to have a fuel stop because they ran, 48 under caution. I mean, it's like, But nonetheless, Christian Osborne has been the man, a la Ron Hornaday on those restarts. He has been killer good.
You know what's kind of cool, too, about the two cars up front? Is look at the two sponsors putting on this show this weekend. It's Oregon Outlaws and Schofield Karts and Parts.
Absolutely.
And those are the two cars running up front.
Yep. And there's a couple others not too far back. And we also got to give Fly Racing, Dean's Mobile Repair, Team 64M, some shouts. The Cage Kart Challenge, round 1, $1,000 to win.
We're going green.
Here we go. Lights out. Osborne, Schofield, bringing them down off of 4. Here we go.
There goes Bryson to the outside.
Oh, look at the Lambert has problems. Boy.
Bryson going to try to go to the outside for third. He's got to run up there. Bryson.
Oh, Schofield almost. He's going to get Hausfeld and maybe Schofield. Look at this run by Bryson James. And not a one is gone upstairs. He says, I got to go to the bottom. Bryson James, he's working on Schofield for third. Schofield's not going to go away easy. But look at this. Second spot, Jesse Caldwell.
But really not closing the gap. We're seeing Osborne still pulling away.
Hausfeld gets back by James, who went to the bottom for a minute. He thought he wasn't getting anywhere up top. Oh, caution is out. That's not good for Coiner right there. Boy, good bit of driving by everybody to miss that. You're a sitting duck right there. Great job, all the drivers getting through. So James went to the bottom because he couldn't get any ground. He tried it. Hausfeld gets back by, and now Hausfeld is in the 4th spot. James is 5th.
You know what? Osborne, who's going to come to a stop, I think they're going to talk about fuel right now. I do think we're at that danger zone. I think fuel is an issue at the moment. I'm starting to think people are running out. I would not be surprised to see him stop for a fuel break here. I would really not be surprised that they're running awfully slim. We've had a lot of cautions in this race.
Well, frankly, that's really on them. You shouldn't be able to add a fuel stop for that. You gotta get your stuff together and be ready to rock and roll.
The problem is they only can get so big of fuel tanks in these things, and they are running them ridge. Like I said,
But it's the other, is what I'm saying. Looks like, could Caldwell be out of fuel?
I think Colwell's talking about fuel, too. I really do think that we are starting to see people run out of fuel, which is a bad deal. I don't want to see someone lose this race because of fuel. I know you don't either, Terry. I think it's an issue throughout the whole entire field. I think fuel is an issue. These drivers knew ahead that there would be a chance that we might have a fuel stop. We'll see where we're at. I don't know how many laps were in the books.
Oh. Oh, baby.
All right, just heard from the tower.
No
We have
fuel stop, but
4
they're going to
laps to go.
20 laps now instead of 25.
The driver's being told that we are going to cut to 20 instead of doing the fuel stop, which means that they
So-
all know we have
but
4
we
laps to get
But
it
we
done,
still don't know who's good on fuel for 4 laps.
right? But
So let's
through this
see what
fast, We're
happens
going to
here.
go green.
4 to go. It's going to be a trophy dash to the finish. Here we go. That's all or nothing. That's going to hurt. Oh, he kept it going. Oh, and he
yellow
kills
flag
it.
will come out.
That hurts.
Maybe
that
yellow.
hurts.
There's yellow.
Actually, though, Jeremy, here's what I'm thinking. Does it really hurt? They're not under full throttle. Yes, they're still using fuel, but it's going to be a lot. It's just as long as you don't go too many.
Yeah, I think we're at that point. I know talking to a few drivers, the mark was about 100 laps between green and yellow, and I think we're at that point. We're about the 100-lap mark, and
So that is something you think the teams are talking about before the final?
oh yeah, we were talking to them after the drivers' meeting. I talked to a few drivers. They were kind of concerned. 25 laps at this big track can be kind of a gamble, especially on such a big track, but I think we're still a few laps away from being checkered.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm most impressed with the 199. With all the restarts, he has been absolutely the money man.
All right,
Oh,
still
boy.
4 laps to go. 4 laps to decide who
Jeremy, that's a trophy dash for $1,000.
a trophy dash with 13 of the 16 still left out there.
Wow. Here we go. Lights out. It's a dash to the finish. 4,000. Osborne. Oh, Schofield goes around. Look
Stay
at
green,
Brenton
stay green.
James. He got it. He's
White flag
third.
out. 1 lap to go. White flag out.
He's not going to do it. Looks like Osborne going to win it. Christian Osborne wins it. Colwell second. Third is James with a masterful drive up top. Hosfeld fourth. Fifth goes to Schofield. Unofficially, sixth goes to Pompey. And Kate Jackson says, wow.
You know what? For the 199 right there, that is easily the biggest win of his career, is this one right here. What a show this kid put on all weekend long. I don't want to take anything away from him, but what about this?
Give it up, Christian Osborne, your winner. I'll run down there and get it. Good stuff, man. You are awesome. Will you keep an eye on that board just to make sure it works? All right, Jeremy, here he is. The man, Christian Osborne, your winner. Dude, all weekend, money. How about all the restarts? Were you a little concerned about those?
Oh, I could hear Jesse behind me after about halfway there, but I wasn't scared. I mean, I had good restarts, and I knew that, so.
What's this win mean to you, buddy?
Oh, my gosh, this is probably, honestly, the biggest win yet.
That's what Jeremy just said up in the booth. He said this is easily Christian's biggest win. So anybody you want to thank? I mean, the car was perfect, I think. Or as close as you can get.
Yeah, it was damn near perfect. I just want to thank my dad, Oregon Outlaw Speed Shops, SUP Motors for making awesome motors, RFC Karts, and just the whole crew.
Yes, it's pretty cool, ain't it, man? I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Christian Osborne, your winner, round one, the Cage Kart Challenge. Pretty cool. right, so that wraps up the round one of the Cage Kart Challenge. Your winner, Christian Osborne. He did it in dominating fashion. Survived all the restarts, and you could hear it in his voice. This meant a lot to him. Biggest win of his career, and I'd say by the sounds of that, he is on his way. Huge confidence booster, gotta be for him. But that just shows you never give up, and good things happen. So congratulations to Christian Osborne. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to Jeremy Means for doing a great job up here with me today. It was great stuff. Appreciate it, Jeremy. And for all of you that tuned in, hope you enjoyed it. And be sure you hit Christian Osborne up on his Facebook page. Tell him congratulations. I'm sure he'd like to hear from you there. And on behalf of everybody here, Bob Leach putting on a great show once again. Can't thank him enough for all the unsung and behind-the-scenes work he does here, and gets very little thanks for it. So, Bob Leach, thank you very much. And for all the corner workers, Jason Suchich, everybody, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.